Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and we are back with another episode of Stalker 2. And if you're just joining us for a little while, our current mission is a long overdue visit. And our next objective is to get some sleep. And now that I've got the scanner and the artifact back, I'm relying on Dallin to come through. Hopefully, that weird rock is worth something to him. More importantly, I'm about to find out the truth about my home and who's behind it all. I'm sure I'll find the answers at Circa. So, if you're jumping in the middle of this, our home was destroyed by a weird artifact, and we have been desperately trying to figure out what that artifact is, where exactly it originated from, if it's somewhere in the zone, and if there was anybody in particular behind it all. And what's special about that artifact is that it still had some of its energy when it went through our house outside of the zone, which is an extremely rare occurrence. So we went through this arduous journey to get the scanner back from some nefarious individuals, specifically a person known as Faust, who was part of a group called the Monolithians, who worshipped a I guess, potential god within the zone. And now that we got it back, we gave it to Circa, who's the leading, I guess, scientific um, organization here within the zone. And so now we're going to continue the story and get some much needed sleep.
Skiff, come in. Are you there yet? See if you can get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
They've got some serious security here, Strider.
I know. That's why it was crucial for you to get there. My men outside are looking for a way in. The monolith is an evil no one should ever exploit. Please, help us.
And I agree. Because we don't know just exactly what the monolith is, but it does have some sort of influencing factor to it that essentially controls people and makes them do things that a normal person wouldn't do. And I think it also gives them visions as well. Okay. Kind of upset that we did miss that emission storm last time.
Attention. The laboratory experiment schedule in Sector C has been updated. All activities that have been cancelled will be resumed upon the return of core staff. Have a nice day.
And we are in the world's slowest elevator.
We've sacrificed our time and our youth. We've toiled tirelessly for this very moment. This will be the day of our triumph. Soon,
Damn it, we are late.
Interesting. What could you possibly want from me? I'm listening. Take it easy.
Um, before we go there, what I'm curious about is, so we're trying to do two things. One, to find Mr. Dallin, and two, in search of a miracle, find information about the monolith at Circa. Strider thinks that the monolith has been transferred to Circa, the same monolith that stalkers used to call the Wish Granter. He's concerned that those eggheads might be trying to activate it. I need to find out if he's right about this. That I do. And how exactly I'm going to do that, I don't know. But I would very much like to try and find out before I talk to Mr. Dallin. So we're going to mosey about and potentially stumble across something that we shouldn't. I want to see something really quick in the settings. And that is if text language is English. Um, I'm just trying to see if there's a way to, and there isn't. Okay. Uh, yeah, I don't think there's a way to change the settings to where those are translated to English, because it would be cool to kind of just read and see exactly what they say. But I'm sure that it's very much similar to the in-game descriptions as well. Looks like I still can't go into those, and I still can't access any of these. Okay. Dallin is just right over there. But only this computer displays some sort of information, but all the others say no signal. Probably not even important. Let's go up here. Investigate. Because who is going to notice the random stalker?
And here's the man who made this breakthrough possible. Come here. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
I'm sure you would, but I am very much busy trying to get information on the monolith.
I'm still waiting, Skiff.
I see that. And wait, you will just a little bit longer. Okay, looks like we will have to talk to him first. And that's okay. Maybe his colleagues know something?
Be quick about it. I don't have much time. It's hard to work with Korshunov's men constantly peering over my shoulder. I understand the need for security, but if it means setting my work back a year, I'd rather take my chances. Let's not take up any more of each other's time.
Okay.
I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn! Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition.
Of course.
They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding, if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this
Interesting.
rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full stalker on this?
Never go full stalker.
It could work. Look for Dr. Krivenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before.
That was a very abrupt end to that conversation. Okay, so the Forge of Progress, and our objective is to find the entrance to the laboratory. There's been some kind of emergency at the cryptobiology and psi medicine lab. I've got to find out the cause and deal with it. If I don't get this sorted out quickly, Dr. Dallon's experiment in the testing of the Alpha artifact could be in jeopardy. I should check with Dr. Krivenko, the scientist in charge of the lab, to get the lowdown on the situation. And in search of a miracle, still have to find more information about the monolith at Circa. So, I can't agree with a couple of statements that Dr. Dallon made, and that I think his
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation,
ambitions are
groups 2105 and 2205
that was interesting. That was really weird. I think his ambitions are formed in the right place, meaning that the quip that he said about wasting the time and funding on the weapons and ammunition because it would be pointless since the zone will be gone, I agree with, because that was my main concern about using these in
supposed to run the experiment with so little staff?
What are we going to do if things go south?
What I really want to know is whether or not everyone's getting a raise afterwards.
Um, if that the artifacts can provide more benefit than they can harm. And that is what I'm really curious about. Now, our stalker probably doesn't see it that way, and is more so just looking to find out what it means for him.
A stalker?
And
They are kicking scientists out and letting a stalker in.
If another product of Dallin's genius fails, it's easier to hush a stalker than issue a gag order in front of respectable professionals. It makes sense.
I'm speechless. What are they up to? Now's not the time.
you're
Mind your own business.
just talking smack about me. Okay. I think this door is now open to us.
Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege? Those soldiers are literally everywhere.
What is more, I'm getting the feeling the Wardens know more about what is about to go down than the likes of us. As if we switched places.
Interesting.
Now it's us having to follow orders without question.
They are amassing quite the force. Looks like I only have...
In the courtyard. Over. Where am I supposed to find them for you? You think we're doing any better in here? You ain't the only one the Colonel's fucking with.
Take a smoke break, man. It will calm your nerves.
Wish I could. The brass are prepping for a siege here. Over and out.
You've got some business here? Or... I guess we're done here.
Am I can't pull out my knife, so I can't make any sort of aggressive moves. But what I am curious about is they do have a lack of security here. And I imagine that's to our benefit. Only because this may allow us to explore places we probably shouldn't be exploring. Like down there, perhaps. Can't equip my bolt either.
I ran into S.T.A.L.K.E.R today. I thought she never left her office, but... And you know what? She gave me that look.
You think you're next?
Interesting. Next for what, I wonder? Oh, okay, so this leads back into courtyard. And it doesn't look like anything else is available to us. They won't need those. I'm kind of just seeing if there's anything I can exploit right now. It doesn't appear to be so. take a look up here. We have plenty of these. We can use them. And same thing, nothing up there for me. Okay. I think we're forced to go into this building, which is fine. Unless we somehow jump down there, but I doubt that's a good idea.
I am Dr. Krivenko, head of the Joint Cryptobiology and Medicine Laboratory. Follow me.
Okay.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R at the Institute. That's a new one.
We are going full stalker. And I'm kind of just seeing what I have around that I can potentially use.
Do you know an anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No? My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
I wonder if it has anything to do with Faust, potentially?
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I'm afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
Okay. Let's go take a
All right.
look.
I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
Okay. I am curious about the gun he gave me. Oh, Gambit. The meaning of a sacrifice at the beginning of the game can only be truly appreciated in the end game. Interesting. That is quite the weapon, if I do say so myself. And I'm quite excited to use it. Although its damage is lower than what we have in the Deadeye, that doesn't mean that it's not as good. Because this weapon, if it was given to the scientists, it may possess some sort of special properties that allow us to kill anomalies, but that may be a long shot. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's anything that I can pick up. And there's definitely something strange going on in this laboratory, as people are missing their hands. Not good. Not good.
A stalker? Why'd they let him in? First, they get all these wardens down here, then all start to evacuate.
Okay, nothing we can look from in here.
This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
Well, It is not an amusement park, but you are missing your hands. All right. Looks like this is where we need to be. Save. And find out just exactly what we're going to be doing in here.
Some other time, alright?
Let's open up our journal and see if we can't. Okay, nothing that pops up, so we may just have to be on the lookout for this information about the monolith, as it may not be obviously available. I'm just checking all the doors and seeing if... Okay, that looks rather spooky down there. And none of these doors are seeming or wanting to open. Okay. I do like this weapon. The black and tan really appeals to me. Kind of reminiscent of an old FN 57 I used to have. But this one is chambered in the 9x19. And it looks like it has a threaded barrel, which is great for attaching a suppressor. I wonder. I'm sure that what I'm doing isn't necessarily allowed. But what is a stalker if not curious? Okay. Okay, I can get back up. There's that darned squirrel. I'd rather not shoot because I don't want to be discharging my weapon in these grounds. Find information. Okay, so I am going the right way. I thought it was having me go up there briefly. I want to get up there. There's an ammo box. Look at that. Right, a little bit of 9x18 ammo. Perfect for a weapon we don't have. And what else I want to do is I want to check to see if we can open those other doors. Sorry for the backtracking. I just want to make sure that I really do explore as much as I can about this place because it's very intriguing. And let's see if we can open this up, and we can't. Okay. So this is the right way to go. What I was gonna also suggest to see if we can jump over that, but we can't either. Okay. All right. lot of empty space for a whole lot of nothing. What is out here? It's kind of cool. Okay. And into the ventilation shafts we go. The game is giving us some ammo, so I'm sure we'll be using it very shortly. A scientific medkit. Nothing in there. Some lockers with a bandage. A beer. Another bandage. And that's it. Okay. Down we go. And we'll be prepared. We'll put the gambit to the test and see what it does. Okay, can't go under there. And we have enemies on our map. Okay, nothing here for us. And nothing else that I can see immediately. I don't see anything obvious. And I believe those are rats. And so the rats are kind of dangerous because there we go. They're dangerous because they move as one unit, but they're very, very tiny. So you have to expend a lot of rounds. And so luckily I was able to get off a grenade at that prime position to take them all out at once. And they do not let up. I think the last time we were chased by rats, they chased us for, I want to say, 300 meters, if not more. So we know them to be very persistent as well. And it seems we're in a maze of some sort. I believe that's the ladder we came down. That would only make sense. So unfortunately, no other way to go but up here. But I feel as if this place might have its secrets. And nothing that I can immediately see. So we'll continue up this ladder. All right. Unless this is the way we came, it was. Okay. Hopefully no fall damage. I thought that was not it. But it is here. Oh. Okay. Nothing for us here that we can. And I did not like the sound of that. We do have a propane tank that we may be able to put to use. Some shotgun ammo. And we're gonna crouch. So those little troll guys, I forget their name, but last time they were very friendly. And it looks as if this time they are not. Seems as if can't do anything. Okay. No, not my gun. I just got that. Oh, and this looks like it's an HK model. It's just in a different. Let's see if we can. Okay, maybe that has something to do with it? What was shooting us? That bucket is doing an awful lot of damage. Okay. Am I wasting my ammo then? That thing. And I don't know what killed me there. Death 97, almost 200. Okay. let's see how we're gonna do this, because I don't like just running past things, but I also feel as if I should be much stronger than whatever this is. Let's... Okay, so he's controlling the weapons. Shoot me. I was trying to... Let's see, nothing on them that looks... I may just have to use those hit and run tactics because I don't see any other way. Or potentially just run past him. Because... And I don't know if I have anything in my journal that could give me a hint on what exactly that thing is. No. No sort of codex. And that ammunition changes every time. Interesting. I wonder if it has anything to do with that. Not one of these cats again.
Something's not right.
Are you nuts? This ain't a graveyard.
I heard something.
Get over here, you pussy!
Chill, boys. Wait! Please, don't just leave me here.
Well, I'm coming. Where is the scientist?
I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
Thank you. So we have the key card to the storeroom. We just have to find out exactly where the storeroom is. Which I'm sure it's right in front of us. Hopefully our scientist friend can survive without us. Let's see. Which one is that? So it's this one over here. And it's up. Okay. No way to get in there. I do want to destroy that thing, though. Roman Sketlov. We're gonna take that. What is this? Test subject tag. A tattered tag taken off of a zombie at the cryptology lab. These were test subjects. Maybe that's what that guy was talking about with Keshik? Subject TR-885. Observation time 74 days. Ratio 0.98. No potential, should be disposed of. So they were not doing anything great here. And what do we have here? Great, we have plenty of ammo. Some medkits, bandages, 5.56 AP ammo. We should have brought our 5.56 weapon. That's okay. We'll still take everything because I'm sure we will need it. And some more medkits. Scientific medkit, which is great. Nothing else of value. I do want to see what differentiates those scientific medkits, though. Okay. Much stronger. And they reduce radiation. And it wants me to jump into that thing. But again, I really want to take out that enemy.
Attention. Preparing to initiate the Guardian program. The main purpose is to train the participant to face any dangers in the zone. You're about to go through a series of challenges based on real combat experience.
Interesting. And I can't save. Can I save? No, I can't do that either. The only reason I want to is just because I really wanted to go back and kill that thing, but you know, I'm sure there is an achievement for going through that unscathed. But unfortunately, it was not us. I wonder what those do. Very interesting. Okay. Luckily, we have plenty of radiation protection for that part. Not so much over there. So let's drink some vodka. Eat a sausage. Have a medikit. And okay. Supposed to find. So there's two. One is up here. Okay. Nope. Okay, not what I wanted to do. All right. Here's two. I believe there may still be one more. And three. And it looks like that did the trick. Awesome. Some anti-rad drugs. Some psi block. And I'm gonna use that psi block if we have to fight that thing again. Oh, wow. And we have some excellent weapons here. Both of which are really fantastic. And another ecologist suit. Wonderful. Some Vinca. I want to pick that up just because I can. To have two ecologist suits in the zone is superb. And we are pushing our max weight limit. But what I do want to do is I'm going to equip that. This is excellent. So I'm going to equip that as well. We'll put on our AP rounds. I do enjoy the fact of having a magazine for my cracker. And that holographic sight is outstanding. Let's see if we can... We can't save the game. Okay. Work correspondence. Work chat. Dr. Leshkiv. The intensity of radiation is kept at the same level. There will be irreversible changes. Dr. Kravchenko. All the changes so far remain within acceptable parameters. Dr. Leshkiv. Does Dallin know about about all this? Believe me, all interested parties are in the loop. I never expected you, of all people, to be concerned about the ethical side of the matter, concerned about the my career side of the matter. I had to abandon my own research for this. Now I'm facing the risk of being left with nothing. All our sacrifices will bear fruit when fifth level protection is created. Keep up the good work. Okay, we have yet to encounter that other doctor, but I'm kind of excited to see just the type of personalities we are dealing with here in the laboratory. Still can't save. And I don't like that only because what I'm really worried about most is crashing. Um, okay, so that goes back to the main room in exactly the area we need to go. Let's go explore down here. And this looks like it takes us back to the main area. Still can't save. And I wonder if it is even worth trying to kill that person. Or that little monster, whatever it is. But, okay. He's noticed us. And I think what we'll do is we'll stop here and we will pick it up next episode. And what I'm going to try and see if there's a way we can kill that monster. If not, we'll just run through the portal and continue our journey. In any case, I really appreciate you stopping by and watching this series. I hope you're enjoying it. Well, I will catch you next episode.